Oh, Father, tell
First
me
championship round of the 2026 season.
I wasn't sure whether I was going to win it or come last.
I ended up backwards down through the Craner curves, which is a first.
And where down we go, oh, 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 where down we go, oh, 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 so where down we go, oh, 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 way down we go.
Like doing it to my microphone. I'm a famous YouTuber.
What did you say? I heard my name.
You're just for a man that doesn't want to be on film, you sure linger around a videographer a lot. I feel. I'm trying to think what to say. Oh, this is just the worst bit.
Oh, jazz hands. Oh god.
What program is that where he doesn't know what he's doing with his hands and he's just like... He's just standing awkward with his hands.
Right then, Luke, 2026.
Yes.
First race of the year, we're back.
Yeah, we're back again. So Donington Park, 2026 BMW Ramair Championship and new Millennium. The beautiful E36 is still here with us. A couple of changes this winter. The boys at Woodrow have done a slightly better differential. We have got the H pattern, 5-speed H pattern in it permanently. So that's not a spare gearbox, that's our full-time gearbox. We're running Class A this year, but that's because N has been gotten rid of and it's consolidated to A and B. And we also have had a slight change to the brake setup, so we've got some new APs and we've got a slightly better ABS setup on the car. We'll have to see how we go. Testing went really well. I uploaded a 1-lap video to YouTube of that. We have to run a Goodyear tyre this year. So yeah, we'll see how we go. The weather is mixed, to say at least. We've had snow this week, we've had hail this week, we've had blazing sunshine, so I don't really know. We've got all tyres for all weathers, whether we're on the right ones at the right time. Nathan's normally the guy that sings to the weather god, so yeah, we'll see how we go and we'll do our best in between times. Cam will film some stuff, I'll do some driving. Let's see how we go.
We're gonna get some trophies.
Yeah.
What, you got matching sunglasses? Yeah. Why?
Because he got the tash going.
Yeah.
And then he got the little goatee, and then I was like, you look like one of the Aussies. That is I'm sick, I'm telling you, this is wicked.
Is that exactly what you wanted?
Mine's not too big.
Is this what racing days have come to? You two modelling glasses? I'm just videoing at the minute.
I know I can't get enough of you. Leave it all to bloom. You were right. I know I can't get enough of you. No, the things that I would do under the water. Sinking further down, floating on nothing, I'm nothing. Arms are wide open, I'm calling out your name. Sitting and waiting, I'm waiting.
Right, well, we're back after qualifying, and it was an absolute mess. We were in the holding area on slicks, and the heavens absolutely open, so we threw some wet tyres on it. As soon as we got moving, the rest of the circuit had a dry line, and it was not the right call. The sun had come out, and it started to quickly, with the wind, had started to clear the track. So we came straight in. Having come straight in, somebody had actually had an accident, first passed down the pit straight and put it in the wall. So the session was red flagged. We changed the tyres, waited in pit lane, and the session was actually closed for lunch. We left all the cars there, and we've then gone out and tried to re-qualify, where we had 5 minutes of running before the opposite happened, and then it started raining. Nobody could improve their time. We're P4. It was a bit of a mess. I think we actually only had one good flying lap, but we'll take it. It's somewhere where we should be. We're not as quick as Niall and Nathan at the front. Yeah, I'm getting thumbs up from everybody, so I'll take it. I think the race is going to be completely mixed. It's raining every 30 minutes, then it's sunny. It'll be down to whether we're lucky or not, I guess, later on, and we'll see what we come away with. But
There was one positive. You got some.
we picked up some trophies. We won Driver of the Year for New Millennium for last year. So there's a couple of trophies I'll grab. So my name is engraved on this one. Every winner of the trophy since 2015 is on there, but you have to give that back in a year. So they give you this one so you can hold on to it. So
Only downhill from it.
I haven't even raced and I've already won 2 trophies, so I'll take it. So let's see how the race goes in a couple of hours. So we're going to have some lunch and see how we go.
The Ramair BMWs make their way onto the circuit for their first championship round of the 2026 season. Well, that's the way that they line up. 2 E46 M3s sitting down the front row of the grid. The lights go out. For the first time as they dive their way down through the Craner curves. Now Bradley has to settle for second place as the sun glints off the cars down through the Craner curves. They're all silhouetted. You simply can't see the colours of them. Into third place last time through. That now means that it's E46's first, second and third. The first of the E36's drops to fourth, which is Luke Yeomans, but he might have dropped to fourth. He's not giving up on his aspirations of getting back on the podium. He's hot on the heels, isn't he, round through the old hairpin?
Yeah, well, not necessarily close enough to throw one up the inside, but he's...
race leader, Nathan Wells, is off, and he's off a long way into the barriers at Redgate Corner now. And I'm afraid red lights are coming out, and red lights come out at 76% of distance, which means that we are beyond 3/4 of the race, and therefore that is highly likely now to be a result, I'm afraid. So Niall Bradley claims the win from Paul Cook in second place, who was 11.5 seconds back, but having a great battle with Luke Yeomans, who was third. Graham Crowhurst wins his class, finishing in fourth.
So race one in the bag, and yeah, we had a shortened race from 20 minutes to 15 due to some time lost earlier in the day on our group. So finished P3 overall, which is great. Some really close racing with Paul Cook, which I really enjoyed. Nathan didn't have the best time with some braking issues, or suspension issues, or a bit of both. So he DNF'd, but we go again, and the M3's in one piece, we think. So let's see tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got New Millennium qualifying in the morning, and then we've got the second of the Ramair races just after lunch, and then we are last thing in the day for New Millennium 40-minute pit stop race. So hopefully we can keep it all together and in one piece. She's looking all right. I need to concentrate a little bit more, and maybe we can do better than P3, but let's see. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Donington Park. We're on the national circuit today for the Classic Sports Car Club Donington Derby race meeting.
I'll try and think of something to say. Went so fast yesterday, my stickers have come off. Get that. Right, we're back for Sunday. So we have got today qualifying for New Millennium just before the lunch break. Straight after lunch, we've got Ramair race 2. And then we've got last race of the day. It's going to be just after 6 o'clock tonight. It's going to be the New Millennium race. So New Millennium, we're back on treaded tyres. And yeah, to be fair, it's a lot of the same cars that we've been racing all weekend. So we'll see how the performance compares once we're on a set of treads rather than slicks. The weather today is cloudy but not wet. Doesn't really matter in New Millennium because there's one tyre to do everything. But Ramair later could be a little bit changeable again. Fingers crossed it's not. You just want an even playing field so everybody can go out there and compete properly. But yeah, let's see how we go. We haven't made any changes or done particularly anything to the car overnight, so we'll just send it again in quali, and hopefully the next time you see us, I'll be smiling with a decent starting position for later on.
Gonna be you. Gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Gonna be who you need. Gonna be everything.
to the final stint of this Donington Derby race meeting by the Classic Sports Car Club here on the Donington National Circuit. Right, in terms of the grid, up on the screen you see it now. Pole position goes the way of Noel Bradley in 47 with Nathan Wells alongside him. Second row's Jason West and Luke Yeomans. Row 3, James Card and Paul Cook. Graham Crowhurst and Joe Collier on the fourth row. But 15 minutes, we don't want to eat into that. So safety car now accelerates away from the field. It's a multicoloured Graham Crowhurst, number 15, that's aiming towards the outside. 3 wide as they head down. Are they trying to go 4 wide? They're trying their best, aren't they? And that looks like Luke Yeomans was trying to get involved as well.
He's so fishtailing now.
Wow.
He's carrying a lot of speed through the middle part of the Craners, but Cook's ahead of him. He's managed to hold on to it and gain his composure or his heart rate to get back on the inside of the old hairpins.
Two are trying to reel in the Bradley car at the moment.
And succeeding, because Yeomans and Crowhurst are on Bradley's tail, coming down into Redgate and down the inside. Luke Yeomans just dives for the apex. He's through.
Under pressure now from Yeomans. The 35 car sides up the inside down at the bottom of the Craners and into Old Hairpin, up into, what's that put him, 3rd position for the 35 car.
and it's Yeomans who's going after the leader. 1.2 seconds between them.
Luke, congratulations. What a great third place. That could have been right at the front, could have been back several places. It was such a busy race.
I wasn't sure whether I was going to win it or come last. And it was pretty much that every corner. So it was, the yellow flags caught us and that put Nathan right back onto my bumper. Had a good battle with Graham and that was pretty spicy. I'm pretty sure at one point I convinced myself second was pretty much there. You can't rule anything out when the weather's like this, and it was wild. I had a grin on my face the whole way around, and I'll take 2 third places against these boys and the way they drive all day long, no problem.
Well, what a great race it was for us to watch as well. Well done.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So there we go. That brings the Ramair BMW's action this weekend to a close.
In Class A was Luke Yeomans. And third was Luke Yeomans.
Right, well, that was exciting. We just had a wet race for the second race of Ramair BMW, and it was wild. We were everywhere up to P2 and as far down as P4 at any given lap. Amazing battle with Graham Crowhurst and Niall and Paul Cook. We got unlucky, let's say, with a yellow flag towards the end. Niall came right upon us and drove around us out of Coppice, and then thought maybe a couple more laps we might have had the chance to get in, but we were on a shortened race distance again. We were only 15 minutes, not 20. I absolutely loved it. The car was barely in control at any point, I would say. We didn't make contact with anybody, nobody made contact with us, and yeah, we had an absolute blast. I've now got my 2 third place trophies, plastic, these are new this year, so we'll put those on the mantle. And
we didn't update after quali, so...
qualifying for New Millennium, we qualified P4. I didn't really feel like the car was all that well hooked up on the Yokohamas, but it's a 40-minute race with a pit stop. There's a lot to play for. Colin Turkington is on pole, so everyone's fighting over second. It'll be really good. It's the last race of the day, so it's going to be at 6:15 tonight. It's very wet. We only have 1 tyre choice for that, which is a treaded tyre, but basically a cut slick, really. That's it, perfect timing. Let's see how we go with it. We'll try very hard like we did in Ramair, but it's a longer race. There's a lot that can go on with the pit stops and things like that, so we'll let it unfold a little bit and then maybe push towards the end if there's a position worth scrapping around for. We'll see what happens when we come back next. We'll include the last race, obviously, in the overall roundup video, but I'll also upload the onboard from just that race, because the full 17 minutes was wild at every corner. So it'll be highly entertaining, I'm sure. So sure to catch that.
The grid, and away they are going to go. Down into as one off, one of the BMWs is off, and is that the car of the Yeomans? I think it may well be. Going grass cutting through the centre part of the Craner curves. Back on track, but this gives it a bit more whittle around to try and get some of the grass off the tyres. That's Luke Yeomans, who's a lap down effectively. is that Yeomans again?
In the background.
Very sideways in the background. Yeah, he's doesn't have a lot of grip. We haven't found it. Wasn't finding any on the outside there, that's for sure. Has got back up into the top 10 at least with 9, so he's working hard. He's third with Yeomans on his tail, and good effort from him.
Well, that ends a rather late day at Donington Park. It didn't exactly go to plan in the new Millennium race. The boys are just loading all the bits and pieces up now. We had a bit of contact in turn 2 just round Hollywood. I think it's just one of those racing incidents where I didn't leave quite enough space on the inside for Tommy, and Tommy had nowhere to go, so I ended up backwards down through the crane of curves, which is a first. But you know, the car flicked round again and off we went, but in the process we ended up with a lot of grass in the radiator. So we had to come in the pits so we don't overheat the car. And then we're nearly a lap down at that point, and we had to try and come back as best we could. We ended up P9 overall in the end. The race was cut short from 40 minutes to 30 minutes because of other things throughout the day. So yeah, it's been a bit of a weird end to the day. Nathan won, which is amazing. So Nathan won his Slicks race and Nathan won the new Millennium race. So he's had an absolute haul of trophies, which is amazing. So Team Woodrow are all full of spirit, and we go to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium in 3 weeks' time. And let's see what turns up there. But I'm absolutely buzzing to get to go to Belgium to race in Europe. Probably the best circuit in the world. And yeah, with the Ramair BMW Championship, so I'm absolutely buzzing, looking forward to that. We've got a couple of bits to just tweak on the car, maybe need to roll and road it. We think there might be just a little problem in the rev band with a flat spot, but other than that, we're all good. So see you next time out.